Hey everyone. Okay, so first video on logarithms. Now we're gonna start really slow and we're gonna build up from this. So the practice is important here. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is we're gonna evaluate the expressions. Now, I'll explain this in a little bit in terms of what each piece means, but for right now, we're just gonna do something really simple. We're just going to evaluate the expression. Now, if you have a TI-84, right, a TI-84 plus, the color one, this is gonna be really easy to do. If you don't, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, but it's still not very challenging. So here's what we do if you have a TI-84 plus. You're going to hit math, and you're gonna scroll down until you see log base, okay? And you're gonna hit enter, and you see how it's going to give you the base, and it's gonna give you exactly what you're putting in parentheses. So for here, for number one, I am gonna put in log 4, come on. Okay, better. Log 4, 64. Okay. And I'm just gonna hit enter, and it's gonna give me 3. So the answer is 3. Now, what does that really mean? Well, logarithms and exponentials are inverses of each other. So we're just rewriting what's happening here from an exponential function or an exponential equation to a logarithm. So for example, if the answer is 3 here, this is what's happening. 4 to the 3rd power is 64. So the answer really is the exponent. The base is the base level of the log, and 64 is going to be my answer. So we're just kind of reversing things, all right? So practicing this a little bit more, and again, if I have this, it's fairly simple. But you really won't have that all the time. You're gonna have this. So what are we doing here? Well, there's a rule that's called the change of base rule. I'm gonna show you that right now. And the change of base rule is on the right-hand side. To do this in the calculator effectively, log base of b, x, turns into log x divided by log b. So I'm just hitting the log button, x, and then dividing it by log of the base. And that's going to give me my same answer, right? So this is our first formula or first rule that we have to be really aware of. So let's go back to our problem. So remember that the answer was 3. So if I do log 4, 64, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit log on the calculator, 64, end the parenthesis, and then hit the division button. Then I'm going to put in log of 4, and I just like to hit the parenthesis because I like to make it fluid, and I still get 3. So the change of base rule is going to be what I want here. So you understand how to do the rest of these, and we'll practice that a lot tomorrow. Now, the other side of this is, well, what happens if I give you this? You're going to just do the same exact thing, because now I'm going to do an approximate to the nearest thousandth. Because I have a lot of decimals in here and things that can't work from an exponential standpoint, I'm just simply going to get the decimal values of that. So if you have a calculator, I'm just going to plug the answers on the board so you can take a look to make sure you're right. And again, we're going to do a lot of this tomorrow. All right? And there we go. All right? Simple video. First step in logs. Bye-bye.